Turkey, a country that is very popular with the story of the conquest of the city of Constantinople by Sultan Muhammad Al-Fatih. Same goes for Malaysia, that has its own national history and its well-known historical city, which is the state of Melaka. Have you all been there? And if you have never been there, are you interested in going there? Hi, Assalamualaikum everyone. My name is Irene. So today I will give a speech about culture in Melaka from three perspectives, which are multicultural community, food culture, and the heritage buildings. We are now done with the introduction, so let's begin with the speech. Melaka has many cultures and one of them is multicultural community. When we talk about community, there is a lot of things that we can share together, but now I would like to share about traditional festival among the community in Melaka. Traditional festival constitute a form of cultural activities, a spiritual product which the people have created and developed during the course of history. It also can be categorized as traditional celebration inherited from the ancestor of a nation. Based on article by Pandian, mentioned the Wangkang festival celebrated by Hokkien community on different date every year, and for this year in 2024 it is on 11 January. The festival evoked the Hokkien community's memories of its deceased seafaring ancestor and honors the harmony between man and the ocean, and between of the real and metaphysical world. The festival are celebrated with they accompany the Wangkang, a radiantly decorated giant replica of a royal barge, as it makes its way along road through the historic Melaka city's narrow street. To sum up, the traditional festival is performed by all the people Melaka citizens according to their respective belief, which show the multicultural in Melaka. Other than that, traditional clothes is also popular among the people in Melaka. Traditional clothes are usually used on festival or celebration days for every culture and nation. For example, the kebaya nyonya clothes is a long dress worn with batik sarung, which is a traditional wear for peranakan baba nyonya. In conclusion, the multi-ethnic society in Melaka have their own unique such as traditional clothes, and it has been the attraction of culture in Melaka. That is all about multicultural community that live in Melaka. Let's now we talk about the food culture that existed in the Melaka society. The culture in Melaka we also includes of their traditional food. The traditional food that is popular in Melaka not only consists of heavy food but also desserts that are able to attract the attention of the public, especially when tourists come to the historic state. Not only because of its delicious taste, but because of the unique in the preparation of the meal. So, I would like to share to you guys about chicken rice ball, which is one of the unique foods in Melaka. In other states, chicken rice was served as usual, but in Melaka, chicken rice is lumped into a ball, which makes it unique and different from the way the food is served in the other state in Melaka, other than Melaka. However, the side dishes for this boiled chicken rice are still the same as the others, which are sweet chili sauce and steamed or roasted chicken. In conclusion, traditional food in Melaka has its own unique, even though it is also a focus in other states. In addition, there are also traditional food that distinguish each culture in the state of Melaka. And did you guys know there is not all traditional food can be shared with all culture in a state, as well as suiki, which is an original Chinese dish. Suiki is a word from Hokkien dialect, which is sui means water and ke means chicken, which is referred to the main ingredient from this dish, which is a frog. Frog is considered by a chicken in the water. This food was served in two different ways, either sauces or dry, and also can be in stir-fried. Officially, it is not very popular in serving this food. Therefore, it is clear that this food is not halal because the main ingredients is frog. So, as a society living in multiracial state, we need to respect each other and not dispute the uniqueness of the other foods or culture to ensure the harmony of the state. We have now already known the food culture that existed in Melaka community. Let's now we continue to our next point, which is the heritage building that existed in our country after Melaka was colonized by British. During the holiday season, Melaka often become tourist destination of outsider, which causes many visitors came to the area of heritage buildings that was located at the historic city. This traditional building is an attraction for foreign and domestic tourists because of its unique architecture. This can be proved when the time has been passed. From the past until now, the design still looks modern and the building structure is still intact and magnificent to be used as a place for the public to visit. For example, the Melaka Sultan Palace Museum, which is a magnificent replica of the palace of 15th era of the Melaka Malay Sultan and is still maintained until now in Bandar Hili, Melaka. This museum displays the majesty and sophistication found in the era of the Melaka Malay Sultan. At the same time, the replica of this palace was built with the concept of royal architecture that did not use a single nail, but the wooden structure used displays traditional Malay architecture as well as intricate carvings and design are visual delight. Therefore, the architect of the heritage building in Melaka have become the example of traditional concept that need to maintain throughout life as a role model for the younger and future generation. Next, I will share to you guys about the motive behind the development of historic building in Melaka. However, there are too many heritage buildings that I want to talk about, but I decide to choose the popular one heritage building in this historic state, which is E Famosa. The name of the building comes from Portuguese word E Famosa, which means the popular, and was built by Portuguese in 1511. This building was used during conquest of Melaka as a Portuguese fortress, and over time, after the independence of Malaysia, it has become a historic building that is still magnificent in the land of Melaka. So, is it clear that at the beginning this building was developed to be used as a fortress for the Portuguese side, which at the same time has become a proof of the Portuguese occupation in Melaka in the past that can be shown to the younger generation to foster the spirit of patriotism in them. I have now explained all three cultures in Melaka. We are now at concluding our speech. At last, to update it on my progress, we have known the culture in Melaka. It can be multi-ethnic society, food traditions, and historic mention. In conclusion, the history and culture of each country is very important in development of each country in development a country and harmonies in society. In fact, we have to be proud to our country history, and we need to maintain our history to tell to our younger and for future generation. That's all from me.